Hey guys, it's me Simran, and today I'm coming at you with the video that nobody asked for but you're getting anyways. You know when you're like making like a sandwich and you're sitting there in the kitchen and you like pretend that you're Gordon Ramsay and like everyone cares about how you made your sandwich, but in reality it's like the most basic sandwich ever. That's like me editing, so we should probably get started because this video is probably gonna be a little bit long. I'm not a pro. I'm probably doing things wrong. I don't know. I do what works for me. Starting off with the things I use and like the things I consider essential to editing. The number one thing I use is my MacBook. I have the MacBook Pro 2014 Retina model. I believe that's the exact model. I'm planning on doing graphic type of work such as editing videos. Ideally, it is a laptop to get. It is expensive though, so like I would save up for it. I saved up for mine for like a year and a half. If you're gonna be getting a MacBook, yes, the Pro is more expensive than the Air, but it's worth the extra couple $100 because it's so much faster and like you can see it in all the statistics. Like it's definitely the choice to do if you're going to be editing videos. I have like my Final Cut library saved onto my terabyte so that way I can edit them straight from there, because if I keep it on my laptop storage gets full and it's really annoying. Next thing I have is Final Cut Pro. I started off with Windows Movie Maker, then I got iMovie on an old iPod, then I got iMovie on our old like Mac computer we had in the family, and then I got my laptop, used iMovie on there, and a year into it I got Final Cut Pro and I've been using Final Cut Pro since. Premiere is also really good and you can use it on other devices that aren't Macs as well, but Premiere scares me. For now I've been using Final Cut Pro. It's kind of expensive, kind of hefty, especially when you just like buy a MacBook. I wouldn't like just go into it. I'd like work my way up to it. I wouldn't recommend paying the full price for Final Cut. Everyone always mentions these in these videos and I'm gonna mention it too. There's ways where you don't pay money. Look into it. Look into your resources. Search the internet for your resources before spending your money. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope that was clear without being clear. Anyways, so at home I have my monitor set up, which is really helpful. We like her, we stand her. My MacBook is a 13-inch MacBook, so like Final Cut's a little like more crammed into one area, but on my monitor it's bigger. You can blow it up and you can actually like see everything, which is really nice. With that, since I'm using the monitor, I'll use like a mouse, and then since I have the mouse plugged in and like my MacBook only has like 3 USB ports, and that's a 2014 model, not even the new one that has like no USB ports, I also use a USB splitter. Since filming that video, I moved my desk, and now my desk doesn't have my monitor or my mouse because I haven't been at it because I'm always in college, so I don't have those for the little cutting clip. So instead we're cutting into this. That's a little depresso. Just do your like research and figure out what works with you. I wouldn't recommend buying everything right off the bat. I recommend like easing into it. As you edit, you like figure out what works for you, but this is just like me sharing my secrets. So first thing I'll do is I'll sit down. If it's like a video like this one where there's like a lot of information and a lot happening, I'll sit down and I'll write it all out in my notebook. This is my notebook right here. Currently have her open, currently have this video planned out. Otherwise, videos like this can get super overwhelming and stressful and just a lot's happening, But when it comes to vlogs and stuff like that, then I just film. When I import footage into my laptop, I import it straight away into folders instead of just importing it all in. So I'll have like each folder be a different video and then like the progress on each video based by color. So that way when I open up my hard drive, I can see all the current projects I have, and I have like an everything else folder with finished projects in it. Then what happens is I have a library that I'm working on at the moment. I always have the randomest names. I need to work on naming my things better. I made a new one for 2019 and I just called it 2019. I'll probably end up having to make another one later because after a while they always get really slow opening and I get like really impatient. I don't know. And in there what I'll do is for each event will be a different video. So yeah, once all the footage is imported into Final Cut and I have it separated into the events and like all organized for each video, I start by doing my first rough edit. So what I do is I open up the project for that video and I just put all the footage raw, nothing done to it, right in there, and I just right away start cutting out the unnecessary stuff. I also try to cut it down to between 8 and 15 minutes because like that's how long I like to keep my videos. I don't like them to be longer than that. Okay, so next what I do is once I have like a rough idea of how long the video is, it's like all the boring stuff is edited out. There's still some things that will be edited out, but I haven't decided yet if I want to keep it in or not. I'll go through and I'll watch the whole video and I'll click M for marker on areas where I want to add other effects. So the effects I like to do are like Ken burns, freeze frames, add-on pictures if I have like, I don't know, want to add Ratatouille in there, Guy Fieri, you know, just like the classics. Big head if I want my head bigger, you know, the fisheye thing. Bokeh, the intro flashes, random zoom-ins, you know. These sound so dumb saying it out loud. It just makes it a little more interesting so you're not just sitting there listening to me talk. All of these type of effects, you can easily search up a YouTube video and figure out how to do it. And there's tons of videos on there that are gonna be way more helpful than me explaining it because I don't know how to use words very well, apparently. Alrighty, so once I'm basically happy with the entire video, I'll go through and I'll put generators in between, like in between different things, like between the intro and the outro and like the middle part, and everything in between each generator I'll make into compound clips. That is, I take those compound clips and I go and I've downloaded this thing called Pixel Film Studio's Final Cut Pro LUT loader, and I'll import that onto each compound clip. And then so when you import that onto a compound clip, what will happen is on the side it'll show you choose external LUT, and I'll click on that. And what I've done is I've downloaded this external LUT, which I'll link the LUT that I use down below. It's called Lukas Eriksen's LUT, and I use number 5, LUT number 5 the most because I feel like it works best with my skin tone and everything. And I'll import that in onto the video or onto the compound clips, and I'll make them all the same on all of them. And I'll bring it down to around like 50–40% depending on the video and the lighting in the video. I'll play around with the saturation a little bit, normally lowered because it tends to make things very orange and I'm not that into that. And yeah, that's how I add like my filter. A lot of people ask me, do you filter your videos? Do you not? Like, what filter do you use? That's how I do it. It's all free. I feel like I finessed the system with that one. Not really sure though. Probably didn't. Probably just doing what everyone else does. My intro and outro music is always in the description if you guys ever want to use it. But to find music, I used to use SoundCloud. Everyone says to use SoundCloud, but every time I use SoundCloud music, it's always copyrighted and I got copyright strikes. So instead what I do is I listen to what other YouTubers use and I'm like, ooh, I like that, and I look for it. I really like those like aesthetic audios that are copyright free. I look through those and then I find audio and make sure it's still copyright free. I'm gonna expose myself real quick. My favorite playlists are like the Casey Neistat inspired ones because I feel like he always uses such like classy music, and you can always find something that fits your channel in there. Lakey Inspired makes good copyright free music, and literally in his SoundCloud he says yes, you can use this in your YouTube videos, so you don't even have to ask him. Super chill, just give him credit and you're chilling. So yeah, really like that. And then for voiceovers, I always just use my phone because my phone has good audio. And then if I'm feeling really lazy, I use my MacBook, but I always regret that because my MacBook's audio is not that good and my phone's audio is pretty good. My go-to fonts are Chasing Embers, bold italics, you know, like the Arial font that everyone uses. Truckin something? Truckin, I don't remember what it's called. It's something Truckin. I'll put it on the screen. And to find all my fonts, I always use defont.com. After that, I normally just export the video 1080p, highest quality lets me, because that's how high my camera quality gets. I export it out, upload it onto YouTube. I really hope I covered everything. Like I said, editing videos is something I love. It's my favorite part of making YouTube videos. It's like the most fun thing. It's also the most stressful thing. Keeps me up at night, is the reason I don't have a sleep cycle. Give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another one. Bye!